Now, if you thought cold air intake was the first mod, shame on you. But it's alright. So the thing I see with most guys who get a 4.0 Mustang, the V6 one, is it's not the best thing for performance, but you know, maybe you just want something fun. You just picked it up and got a good deal on it, cheap price, or it was a hand-me-down, whatever the case may be. You definitely need to get this. If you're barely getting into cars, or you probably don't know all the names of the parts and compression ratios and more advanced shit, then listen up to this. You're gonna like it. Now, for the guys that are advanced, the mod that is probably the best, it's gonna be a limited slip differential upgrading to an 8.8. I just want to make my point clear. Now, for those that don't know, this is an 8.8 live axle differential for any Mustang that'll fit between 05 to 2014. I think from 11 to 14, every single one, even the V6s, had an 8.8 differential, came factory with limited slip. But anything before 2010 did not come with limited slip. So that's a big factor, or in other words, is if your Mustang is a one-wheel peeler, then you probably want to get yourself a limited slip differential. Now, you can make the one that it comes with, the smaller one that it comes with, you can make it limited slip, but you're better off just finding an 8.8 like I did. This one is off of a GT500. I actually can't believe that it is, but the guy that had it said his buddy wrecked his GT500, and this is a piece that he ended up buying off of him, but he never used it. I actually found this one off of Craigslist, so I do plan on using it. I bought it a couple months ago, actually. I didn't recently buy it, I just had it sitting here. I do need to get it sandblasted, being that you can see that it's rusty right here. It's pretty much bolt-in. The reason I say you also want to just upgrade to an 8.8 is if you want to add power to your car, or if you plan to swap it to a V8, because I mean, the 4 liters are pretty easy to come by. They're not too expensive, and they're a perfect modern muscle project in my opinion. And this is going to be one of your vital pieces you need, because that little one that's on there, I don't know what the measurement is, I think it's 7.5. Those things are glass cannons. Anything over 300 wheel is probably going to snap to. There's people that I think have snapped it with 275. But either way, just save yourself the headache. Get yourself an 8.8. GTs and GT500s came with this. Upgrade your lower control arms, and you'll be good to go. One more thing I want to add is that all stock Mustangs, V6, GT, GT500, they all came with 331 stock gear ratios. Now, what does that mean? Those are the best gear ratios that come from the factory for gas mileage. So that's why you see them taking forever to shift. If you feel they take forever to shift, that's why. And when you swap in the 8.8, your speedometer possibly might be off, even though they came with that gear. So at that point, you just might need to tune. If it doesn't bother you too much, then leave it as is. I guess it's your car, but you're better off just retuning it, having everything right, and obviously you're gonna need the drive shaft to go with it. Now, one more thing I want feedback on is if I should even mod this Mustang. The 4.0 is not the best platform to try to do that. It is absolutely, well, I mean, it's great for daily driving. It's reliable as fuck. The only thing I've done in the last 30,000 miles is just the oil changes. Nothing has gone out yet, thankfully, so I could say I have a pretty healthy motor. But as far as performance, parts are scarce. They're really hard to come by, and if performance parts are available, they're not exactly cheap. So what I'm trying to get to is horsepower per dollar is not really a good ratio that you want. But I would do it just to say I have a fast 4.0, but then again, this channel wasn't really focused around a Mustang. YouTube is already flooded with so many Mustang channels. I don't even know if I want to add to that. G-bodies look better anyway, and General Motors, just Chevy, whatever you guys want to call it, has a better horsepower per dollar ratio, and that's the damn truth.